Oh, he's all right. He's just, it's like 70, almost 80 degrees right now. It's very humid. And for the evening, that's pretty hot for the evening. It's going to get cooler, but right now it's kind of way too hot and humid. And I think it affects the doggy somewhat, but he's all right. um, well, I didn't know if Caleb and I guess he isn't going to be able to make it or whatever. Bashia maybe not going to make it. I asked Butler to be here. He might not make it. We'll see. It's getting kind of late now, 9:40. So, all right. Well, me and you will do a little something here. What? I come to this decision, and I'll make this video available to everyone. Butler did send me a message. What did he say? Oh, he might be late. All right. Well, that's fine. If he can make it, that's good. If not, that's fine. Um, so this is kind of where I'm at with everything. Uh, you know, at the end of the day, Mighty Networks, I love it. It's a great platform, everything, but it doesn't check the one box that we really need, and that is to be able to have video and audio chat in the actual rooms that we want to be in. Like, there's no sense in having something that isn't going to check all the boxes. I mean, we don't need to do that. We don't need to just accept something, even though it has a lot of good features. I don't know why they ever created anything like that. It doesn't make any sense to me. You remember Circle? You could do that. You could video chat in the actual, if you were having a prayer meeting, you could video chat in the prayer meeting room. I mean, that's ideally what we want to do, is be able to have these rooms, these channels, and then have the accessibility to gather in there and do what we do. So I've decided, just delete that app. I'm going to start telling you which ones to delete and all of that, because we're not going to keep those things if they're not going to work for us. We're going to just move on. Um, the Group Me app, I invited you to. After thinking about it today, the reality hit me that there is no sense Mighty Networks and Group Me. We're not going to use either of those apps. Group Me is a very basic communication app, and it's good. It checked the boxes, but the video and audio chat isn't anywhere near as good as Lark. Lark is the app that we're going to settle on. I'm not. There's nothing else out there. I've looked. I have searched. There's just nothing out there unless you're going to build it yourself. Everything is, it's just, there's just, unless there's something out there that I've not seen or I don't know about, but I pretty much know about all the community apps and things like that. And they're always, it's always the same ones. There's about 10 of them out there that everybody kind of uses. But Lark is unique in that, I already did that whole video on Lark. You're already on it. Everybody's already on it, I think, except for maybe, I don't know if Lashia joined it yet, but we can get her on there. Butler's even on there already. So, I mean, basically, all everybody has to do is just log in. If people forgot their login information or whatever, you know, they can figure that out. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do a tutorial, a video on how to use Lark, because there is a learning curve with it. It's a little bit more complicated than some apps because it's deeper. It offers more uh, things, so that's a good thing. There's actually quite a bit that it offers. Um, where are we at? Are we in? We're in. Okay, we're in Discord. Let me see if I can do a screen share real quick. I don't know if I can screen share this or not. Let me see. Yeah, I can. All right, I'm going to go live with this. I'm going to show you something. Okay, there we go. I'm going to show you this. All right, if you come up here to Messenger, this is where all your chats are and everything like that. So that's where everything starts. What I want to show you is there someone? Caleb. Oh, hey, how you doing? We just getting started, so you didn't miss anything. We literally just started. I was running late too, so hey, I was telling Game Warrior that after a lot of thought and prayer and everything, considering everything, I decided Mighty Networks just doesn't check all the boxes that I need it to check. The way that they created that video chat would isolate you from the actual places that you want to be in, the channels and stuff that you wanted to have those types of things in. It just doesn't do it for me as far as what I'm looking for. So I decided if you have that app or whatever, just delete it. We're not going to use it. The GroupMe one that I was talking about, it's good. GroupMe has a lot of nice features. It checks all the boxes. You can chat in the channels and everything. But at the end of the day, it just doesn't compare to Lark. I mean, if you're going to do that kind of app, you might as well get the Cadillac, you know. I mean, everybody's already joined it. We just haven't used it. We've kind of just danced around it for, well, me, 4 or 5 years. You guys have just recently, discovered it, although we haven't really used it. But so what I was going to do real quick is show you. I have a screen share up. I just wanted to show you something. When you go in here and you get into the chats, of course, it's all of a sudden it's different looking than it was earlier today when I was. Oh, here we go. If you go down here to groups, you see that? And you don't have to go on to there tonight or anything like that. But I would ask you if you would go on there if you've already joined it. You probably don't remember your login information or whatever. But if you could try to figure it out, you can get a desktop app for your computer or you can get it on your mobile phone as well. There's a QR code. You can, use that to get on there and whatever. But it does work very good. I'm on the desktop right now. Groups, if you look at that, if you click on groups, it shows all of the groups. These are rooms that you can go into. Excuse me. But whenever you're in chats like this, it kind of just shows you your chats that you have going on, all the different chats that you have open. You see that? So it's kind of confusing. Like, oh, where do I chat? But if you remember groups, okay, now it kind of puts it all together. Now, mainly we're going to be chatting in main chat. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that little thing. So what I'm going to make is a tutorial for new people to kind of understand it. Because the thing about Lark is it's a deep, even though it's very similar to Slack, to WhatsApp, to all these communication apps, it has some very integrated, unique features. For instance, you'll see this post right here. You see it? I'm going to open it. Okay. I'm going to go back here to Discord. Now you see it. Now you see it. Now you don't. Okay. Yeah, you're seeing it. Good. All right. This is the deal. I just created this. Now, I don't know why it's not showing the whole picture. But anyway, these shoes were made for walking. This is a blog post that I created with what they call docs. Now, docs, I wanted to show you this. This is very cool. Now, my computer's a little slow because I'm doing a screen share. But if you look at this, this isn't Google Docs. This is Lark Docs. They have their own suite of documents that you can create in-house, and then you can send them to anywhere on the site. You can send them to social media, anywhere. Here's a blogger that I created. I haven't done anything with it yet, but you can see that I could create different posts and whatever. All right. I just wanted to show you that because this app is deep and it does check all the boxes. If you go up here, let's go back to Messenger. Messenger is where all the chats happen, everything like that. Like I said, you can arrange your chat settings as it is for you. Like, for instance, if say this one right here, if I didn't want this one right here, I can just say done. Boom, it's gone. You can erase chats that you're no longer in. You can clean this up every day because it will clutter with all your different chats. You can keep the ones that you want, or you can just get rid of them. But if you want to know what rooms are where and whatever, you can go to groups again. You can get to any of these things. We got different rooms going. Everyday encouragement. We do have some people from Discord that were on here at one point doing stuff. There's a mashup between Band and Lark. That's that thing. All right, that's that. Why did I put it in there? Oh, well. We got Campfire Bible Study. What I wanted to show you is if you go up here, you can start a video call in any room on the site. I don't know if it'll work with me being on the... I don't know if it'll work or not. All right, it doesn't really matter that I'm in that camera. So if I wanted to meet now, I would just go like this. What I wanted to show you, I don't know if this is going to screw everything up. You can do a lot of stuff in here. You can do reactions. You can screen share. You can record it. Breakout rooms. I don't know. VAS, I don't know what that means. Effects. You can do all kinds of things. So there's a ton of things that you can do. You can invite people, and you can copy the invite link. You can send it to people, and they can come in here and chat. But the thing is, you can make this as small as you want. You can make it disappear. You can make it that small. But see, now you're in here. See, you're in here. You can't, my cam is because it's blocked by my other cam. Don't worry about that. That's just my external cam blocking the computer cam. But if you look at this, so if you want to do, say you want to do a Giphy file. Everything's slow because I'm doing screen share. I mean, I'm just for sake of doing one. You want to go hang out. So you can do everything that we like to do in this chat while you're in any one of these rooms. This is Campfire Bible app. You could do the same thing in Maine, any one of these apps. Now, the wonderful thing about this is it works the same on mobile. Absolutely the same. You can do this. You can record on mobile. You can't even do that on Discord. I believe that this video chat, and I've said it before, is the best of all of them that I've ever used. This is an incredible app. It's like one of those best kept secrets out there. A lot of people don't know about Lark, but it is starting to people are starting to find out about it. It's a great app, and it checks all of our boxes. I mean, if we wanted to have a prayer meeting, we got Revival Podcast. If we wanted to come in here, but the great thing is that you can create tons of things. There's like a workplace that you can go into, and you can create. There's tons of apps. I mean, we've never probably used any of these forms. You could create forms. Lark has their own forms. I mean, you just can't really, there's a Trello connector for that app. There's Lark Flow, which is, whatever. A lot of this is for business. But the thing I like about it, though, even though it's a business app, it doesn't feel like a business app. It feels like a chat app, which is exactly what I was looking for. Now, again, you can invite people. If you wanted to invite people here, you can do that. You can add an external contact. And the nice thing is there's a QR code. It's already there. You just simply, Christian app, you would just simply send this to somebody and they can, with their phone, they can join, or there's a link. You just send this link right here and people can join that easily. And you can join by phone or email, either one. All right. I mean, I'm not going to go into everything. We already did a video on that, but I wanted to show you again, like, I want to give this a shot. I was saying in earlier is that yeah, it has Giphy. All right, let's close this out. Yeah. So the thing is, a lot of these apps that we've tried, they do check some of the boxes. Some of them are good. Some of them just don't have anything that we need. Others, they have a lot of what we need, but they don't have everything. And the problem is I'm not, at this point in the game, I'm not going to settle for, wow, what's that? Oh, that's a screen share that I was doing. At this point, I'm not going to settle for something that isn't going to meet every need that we have as a group. I want to be able to invite people to this app, knowing that we can, if we want to have a prayer meeting, and we'll create a prayer room, that we could go in there on a Friday night, and without a shadow of a doubt, I can create a document. I don't even have to use Google Doc. I can create a brand new document for our prayer request form right within our own site. That's the benefit of Lark. And it has audio video chat, and it works. Everything works. We already tested it on mobile. Me and Game Warrior did that a long time ago. We tested it on mobile. It works good on mobile. It has, like I said, one of the best mobile interfaces I've ever seen. A lot of mobiles, even to this day, doesn't have screen share. And in fact, GroupMe is a Microsoft product. It's very good. I like it a lot. I really do. I like it a lot. But, on the mobile, you can't screen share. But you can screen share on this one. And if I ever wanted to do that, and plus I can record it. That's the game changer. You know how hard it is to get a screen share to work on mobile? If I want to do mobile recordings, you can't use Discord. So this is a game changer app. I like it. We've never given it a full shot. Let's try to do that. I'm thinking after tomorrow, we'll try to do another outreach night. Maybe Mazzello, Cosme again. Maybe, I don't know. We talked about maybe doing something on Warrior Club. We'll try to get together tomorrow night and do something. But Thursday night, let's try to meet on the app. Like I said, if you wanted to use it on mobile or if you want to use it on desktop, it's up to you. and let's see what we can do with it. See if we can break it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think you can break it, but a link to our page. You mean to a Lark? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Let me get it for you real quick. It's right here. I mean, this should work if you're already logged. I know you're already logged in. You're already a member. Wow. Why did it do that? Uh, okay, here we go. Yeah, there's a link. I got it. Now I can use a domain that will redirect to this one. Just kind of a long, drawn out link. If we just, I want to get on there and use it a few times, make sure we all like it, make sure we're all on the same page with it. But that's right there is that's the invitation link. Now that should take you, even if you've already joined it, you should be able to get into the site with that. I think it would take you to, should take you to, yeah, it'll take you, wait, it'll take you to a screen that says open Lark. You can sign up or you can log in. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we'll take either one. So if you're already signed up, which Caleb, you are, you would just log in. If you probably would remember. I don't know, maybe not. It's been a while since we've been on it. We never really were on it. But anyway, you can figure it out. Whatever your login is. If you can't remember the password, you can always get another one or whatever. But again, I appreciate you guys doing this. I think this is the best way to go. I mean, unless we're going to build our own app, this is the best way to go because it will work. It's free. It doesn't cost us anything right now. We got a ways to go before we'd have to start worrying about what we're going to do. And at that point, we'd have enough people that we could actually probably buy some seats. I think it's $3 or $4 a person after a certain amount. I think it's 50 people, and then it's like $4 a person a month. Um, I'm not worried about it. If we get 50 people, I'll be really happy at this point in the game. So we got a ways to go. But I mean, I don't even know if they are they keeping track. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. One thing I want to say though, and there's a problem with something, and it's very well. It could be huge, but it's not a game changer or breaker. We can get it fixed, I'm sure. But for some reason, Giphies don't work on mobile. They work fine on desktop. I don't know what the problem is. There might be an issue with file size on mobile for whatever reason that there might be a setting in your phone or something that you got to change that we have to change in the mobile. I don't know. I'm going to contact them about it. They do respond. I have asked them things in the past, so I know I can get them on this. It's something that I believe will get easily fixed, but it works fine on desktop, and you can still do Giphy files too. Just going to Giphy and posting them. They'll post, and that's one way you could do it. But like I said, that's the only minor problem. Robert joined a long time ago too. So we got Robert. We got a bunch of people from Discord. Or Dalen's on here. Strawberry's on here. Ruby's on here. They're not active, so they're probably not getting notifications. One thing is, you got to make sure that if you want to know what's going on this app, or to be reminded that the app exists, you're going to have to make sure you allow notifications on your phone or your desktop. If you don't want, I recommend getting a mobile app. It works great. It's awesome. Push notifications, but it will notify you as well because it has a desktop app. So that's a cool thing, is you can get notifications right on your computer of what's going on with us on that app. So anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of things going on in this app. You can private message. You can do everything. You can private video, private audio, private text. Me and Game Warrior, we did a test. Remember, we tested it out. It's really cool. It creates little circles of the people that are in that little group. If you wanted to do like 3 or 4 people in a private group, it creates little bubbles, and then you can hear really good. The audio was really good. The video is really good. Crystal clear video, really good. But you got to remember, Lark's been around for about 20 years. I mean, they were one of the first, software companies to, get on the new WebRTC platforms. They were one of the integrators of it. So they've been around a long time. They're not a new kid on the block. They've been around. They had all kinds of, they're probably, before Slack even. There he is. You made it. You made it, man. So yeah, I can see that just popped up, that notification. That is so cool. That is nice. That reminds me of like AOL days when you used to get notifications. You got zapped. Oh yeah. All right. Yep. It works. If you want to do Giphies, you got to click on the plus sign down there. So yeah, now we're chatting in here. So again, once you get used to the idea that you have chats and groups, and if you look at the filter, if you open the filter by clicking up there by the chats, there's a little like 3 bars and an arrow. If you click on that, it opens up all of the different filters, and then you go down to groups, and now you can see all the groups. And there might even be an easier way to do it. I don't know, but that's the way I do it. Now, when you see all of the groups, that's like, like Discord or whatever. You see all the channels that are available for people. And another thing that's nice is you can auto, invite people, so when they join, they're automatically, or you can do it where you invite them, one at a time. But I forget how that works. I got to go into the settings. You might not see all the, I don't know. I don't know how many of them you'll see, but like you can invite people to all different things. Yeah, you're already in it. You're in most of the groups already. So anyway, um, again, this is a chat application, so you can direct message people. When you do that, it'll ping your phone, it'll ping your desktop, and this is the again, this checks all the boxes as far as keeping our communication all in one place now instead of being spread out all over the web. That was the big thing that I was saying is I want to get everything in one app. And I mean, look, if we get everybody, that we've been talking to in different places, Mazzello, even Cosme and Wire Club, there's people on Wire Club that, 4 or 5 people at least that we could get on there. And I mean, I was thinking, I think it's like you get up to 50 people free. So let's just say we get to the 50 number, we find out which ones are active, they're not active, you delete them. Or you give them a chance and then you delete them. But here's what I was thinking would be kind of fun is you could have a contest where that would be a way to get more people is you could actually offer them a free membership, and, maybe we'd have a certain amount of, money set aside for, you know, people that want to be a part of it. And we could do a contest and they could win it. So it'd be a winnable contest or whatever. There is a way in the app to do like subscriptions. So you could set it up right in the app. And that would be a way for them to join it. And then, on top of that, then, you could just keep growing. But like I said, we have a ways to go. If we have 50 concurrent active users, that would be huge. That would be huge for any ministry. You got to remember, and I was thinking about this today, sites like Instagram, like Facebook, like, even Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. When you really break down those numbers, they might get 1 million views because of once you're in that algorithm and you're, at even like 100 views or 200 views, it just keeps going up. That's kind of like an algorithm thing. But I've been in some sites that had like huge number, like 1 million views, and then you get into the chat part of it, and there's like 20 people that are actually chatting in those groups. So you can't equate numbers like that with real success. I think to have 20 to 50 people that are actually concurrent and that are engaging, and that's what we're hoping to do is engage with people where they come to things, where they come to events, where they come to these types of things. And then now you have something. Now you're doing more than if you just had like a flashy thing where you get like on Instagram where you can just get 1,000 people viewing, like a Facebook group that has there's 1,000 people, and then one by one they're leaving, and then you might have 10 people that are actually there for what your event is, unless it's a zap event. Because once we zap you, then you're like, you can't say no. It's like zap. Oh no, I have to go to that event. But yeah, with Lark, the sky's the limit because of the. You'll see once you get on there. You'll see. But as admins, which I can make you admins, you'll have access to everything that's in there. If you wanted to create something, if you wanted to do something, you know, but the biggest thing is moderating. You know, these are chat rooms. And by the way, everything's in real time. Every single space, every single room, there's nothing in that site that's what we call static time. It's all real time. So if somebody posts something, it'll go out in real time and notifications and all of that. So that's kind of another thing to remember, and that's on any of the spaces. Um, Here's a little side note on the video chat. Nobody else is doing this, but you can actually transcribe in text form the audio and video, and when the meeting is over, and like say you're playing the video back and you're doing a Bible study, it plays it back, and one part of the video will have, like, you know, the person and talking, and then the other half will have the notes. So if you wanted to stop and highlight something, you know, like say you're talking about, you know, the, you know, end times or whatever, and you were in Revelation, you wanted to highlight that verse or that note, you could literally play it back and then highlight it. There's an actual tool in the transcription. It's a highlighter. It'll highlight it while you're playing the meeting back. I mean, how cool is that, right? So there's tons of things that make it a good app. Now, does it check all the boxes? It does. Because Mighty Networks checked all the boxes except for that one thing. And it's always been one thing that has, it's been that way since 2012 or 13 when we started. It's always one thing that messes us up. But this is something that is I believe, a complete solution. Now there might be something when we get into it that we don't like, or that we, you know, hopefully we, you know, if there is something, it's not going to be a deal breaker. I don't see it. I've been on this app for a lot of years, and it's just gotten better. In fact, every single I think it's every week they're doing something. They're adding something. Um what you could do is, this link that I gave you is a permanent link. It works, like I've used the same link for a number of years. Um, so what you could do is, like, I have the Christian app. I think it's CHRISTIANAPP.LIVE domain. I own it. So what I could do is redirect it to that link, and that way you're not giving them this long, you know, crazy looking link. It's just, hey, go to CHRISTIANAPP.LIVE, and that way we're getting the Christian app domain out there, and it will actually serve that purpose as well. And we can, you know, but it doesn't have, that might be one of the drawbacks, if there is one, that it doesn't have a domain, but it offers you a QR code to invite people. It's more, you know, it's easy to join it. It's not hard, but we could actually simplify that by just, you know, getting a domain. But I have something that I think is even better than that. Is I have a, it's a it's a site. It's called Card, CARRD, and it creates a one-page website. Let me see if I can find it and show you what I mean. I don't know if it's on this site or not. Oh, maybe it is. No, that's not what I wanted. What? Maybe it's not that. Hmm. keeps going back to this. Oh man, that really makes me mad. I opened up an account with two different emails, and it won't let me. It keeps defaulting to the other email, which isn't the right account. So I can't pull it up unless I go to. Well, I guess I could try it on here. I don't know. It's weird. It's stupid, actually. Oh, maybe it'll work on this one. I don't know. Firefox. Man, I didn't think it was going to be this difficult to try to open this stupid thing. Gee. I wonder if it's on my phone. It's on my iPad. Oh, I can show you on here. Let me go back over here now. Uh-oh. All right. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully you can see it and everything. It's going to be, the light is going to kind of make it hard to see it. No, you can't see that, can you? Turn this light off. Boy, that's really weird how that. Oh, because I got my screen blurred. I think you can see it now. If you look, it's hard to see it. I wish I could. I'll try to pull it up. For some reason, I can't get it to work on my computer, but it'll work on here. But you can see it. It has a button and everything like that. And that button can go anywhere. So, it's just. Yeah, and it says, the caption says, "Do you feel alone? God loves you. Come and join us in the chat." I love that. It's just so perfect because that's exactly what we're trying to do is connect people to community that is in Christ. And so that really is nice. It's a guy walking towards the light and it's just real simple. There's room to have our like a Facebook or any Twitter, anything like that, anything that has to do with what we're doing, we can put on there. But the nice thing is you can create any kind of domain for it. And so they just click on it and they go to this link. They go to Lark. And that would just be another way to invite people to it. I mean, you could just send somebody like the QR code if they're a mobile person. That's the easiest way because they're just going to click on it and go right to it. Or you can give it to somebody that has a PC that's going to probably then you would just give them the link. I like that it has those options. You can join with a phone, with your email. So it's good. I mean, like I said, this is nice. And the good thing about this app is I know what it is. There's no guessing. And we've already tested it. We have not found anything that didn't work. Now, we'll test it again over the next few days and weeks, and we're not going to move on it until we know for sure that, I'm glad we didn't move on anything else other than us in the team here. But that's, when you're doing things like this, you have to test. You have to see what works, what doesn't work. You have to evaluate an app. Exactly. Yes, I think a basic tutorial video that I can link it because you can pin articles. So, like to the main chat, I could pin a welcome video. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll create a welcome video and I'll show what I showed you guys today, how to get to the groups so you see the main groups, and also basically how to go between different things. They don't really need to know everything right away. Like, we don't want to overwhelm them like with documents. I don't know that how many people are going to be creating documents besides me, maybe somebody else if they're doing a blog or something. So that stuff they don't need to know. But like, if you can think of anything, Caleb, like if you're looking at it and you see something that seems confusing and you want to let me know what it is, I'll try to see if I can create some simple way. And there may already be videos that they've already created themselves. So that would be my first step, is to look and see, do they have any a walkthrough, a tutorial of how to use it. I think if in the beginning it would be helpful for people to understand the difference between chats, what a messenger is, what the chats are, because that's where you're going to get a lot of everything that you chat is going to be in there. And it's going to look different to you and me and everybody. It's your own unique space that holds all your chats. Now, you do have the option to have like a MySpace on this site too, with your own space, kind of like a profile that has all your stuff. But I think it's an actual thing. I haven't looked at that yet, so I don't want to talk it up. But that's a whole nother layer. And like you said, there's a lot of layers. But the way that you overcome the layers, remember Kramer wanted to build layers, one on top of each other. He's like, Jerry, what? Layers. Layers? What do you mean layers? I'm going to build layers. One on top of each other. That's stupid. But so, yeah, right. So what we'll do is we'll just tackle the basics. When you first get into the site, create your profile, how to do that, how to do it. And, the good thing is if people join it and they get, now so far, the people that joined it, not one person, even Robert, they didn't have any problem. Maybe they didn't create a big profile yet, but Dalen joined it. But he's smart. He works with robots. And then you have like Strawberry, who's another. These are kids. Of course, they're going to know how to do everything. You get an older person on there, and that's where you're going to have your problems. But we'll try to break it down, make it easy for everyone. That's the downside to having so much. But the good side is you have so much. The bad side is you have so much. You see what I'm saying? It's good and it's bad, but you just have to introduce everything. Maybe a week at a time you do a different tutorial. I don't even know everything about, I know a lot, but I mean, there are videos. There are definitely videos online. They have videos within their own, uh, you know, tutorials and stuff on how to do stuff. So I mean, we'll figure it out. If we like the app and it's working for us, the main thing is to get people in the chat. Once they're in the chat, we can work with them on other things. Like I said, I don't know how deep people are going to want to go in the app. Like, I don't even know, like, I honestly, I don't know what roles there are. Like, do you have to be a moderator in order to make a document, or is that like open to anyone? I don't know how that works. I wouldn't want it to be open to just anyone, because that's where you could get into a whole lot of trouble, especially when you start getting a lot of people. Now, if we open this up to like FeedSpot, that was my biggest question: is how would I get, without having a domain, how would I get all of my blogs and everything over to FeedSpot? I did have another idea. Oh, this one here I could show you. Say, well, I'm gonna get all my ideas out of here, and then it's getting to be 10:30. We'll close up here. We'll close up shop here in a second. Let me see if I can. I know I can get this one to open up. All right, that's already up. All right, let me go back over here now and do a screen share with this to show you this. All right. This is Blogger. I've had this Blogger for about 10 years. It's made by Google. It's basically just a blogger. It has posts. It has You can have followers. People can subscribe and join it. They can donate. There's other things you could add, but here's what's cool about this. If you click here, we can make it go to Lark. Now this has a domain. And you could redirect that to CHRISTIANAPP.LIVE as well. Now I like this the best, because if it's a domain, even if it doesn't really matter even what the domain says, as much as it's having the domain. Because if I have a domain, I can make I can create all kinds of blogs here, and I could send these ones out to FeedSpot, because you got to have a website or a URL in order for it to work on that site. I mean, it's just a nice blogger. I mean, you could add pictures and stuff too. I mean, there's all kinds of things. So anyway, that's something to think about as well. I mean, we could have as many different ways of reaching out to people as possible. As long as they're all going to the same place, that's all that matters. Um, so that's a little bit about that. What do you think of that? Do you like it? That's kind of a neat thing. It's simple. It's kind of one page. All right. Thank you for that. I'm going to